Hi, I'm Michael Wiener. I work at the New Wheel, and I'm here today with my daughter, Karen, who owns the New Wheel, to talk about the culture.
Fantastic.
Then you say the culture is?
Okay. Riese Müller's culture is their answer to a full suspension urban step-through bike. Michael has spent some time on the Riese Müller culture and has a perspective to share with us. So Dad, how would you describe just your experience riding the bike?
This bike is really three things to me: comfortable, utilitarian, and elegant. When you first approach it, it looks big and a little overwhelming, but it's actually a low step through. The handlebars are nice and high, so when you step onto it, the geometry really creates the comfort. When you're sitting in the saddle, your feet are almost directly below you, so you can share your weight between your feet and your seat.
So suspension is often seen on really kind of high-end mountain bikes. What do you think suspension lends to this particular bicycle?
Well, the suspension makes it, in a way, safe, I would say, is the primary thing. You never get thrown around. If you hit a bump or if you hit a rock, no matter what, the bike absorbs the shock and you're just sitting there, upright, comfortable. It makes it into a very easy bike to ride for longer periods of time. Riese
Müller calls their use of suspension control technology. Essentially, the whole frame and the wheels are always hugging the ground, right? They're responding to the ground.
That's right. Yeah, and adding to the control are the wonderful Maguro disc brakes you've got, ergon grips that mean that you never feel like you might lose control of the bike. They're comfortable, and all told, the comfort is a consequence of your feeling safe. You can pay attention to traffic, you can pay attention to where you're riding. The bike does its job really well.
Like a full suspension urban bike like this sounds so good. What's the downside? I mean, there aren't very many out there on the market.
Well, I think what Riese Müller has come up with is a way to put a rack on a full suspension bike. Mountain bikes are usually pretty bare bones, but in an urban environment, you need racks. You need someplace to carry things. And so they've developed this wonderful design where the rack is part of the frame and the wheel can bounce up and down under it. That's pretty unique.
Mm-hmm. And of course it has a kickstand too.
Yeah, of course it comes with a kickstand. I didn't even think a bike's a bike without a kickstand, but yeah.
There are debates out there. YouTube, what do you say? It also, of course, has a motor to make up for, any extra weight that would be contributed by more moving parts.
Right. I mean, in this case, the Bosch motor is the high torque version, which I certainly appreciate going up hills. It makes it so that, in combination with this Vario drive and the belt, you can really climb anything.
The Enviolo transmission, it reminds me of driving like when I was a kid and listening to the oldies station and like tuning it as we were going down the road.
But it becomes second nature, right? You don't think about, am I in 10 or gear 11 or where's my chainring in front, where's it in back? Just easier and harder, and you feel when it's just right.
What are the parts that make this bike beautifully utilitarian?
We've got, lights and fenders. We take those for granted. Most of the bikes we carry have those things. It comes with a lock that has an alarm built into it, which is pretty neat. I mean, if somebody just wiggles that lock once the bike is set up, the alarm goes off, and it's something that's going to frighten somebody off from trying to steal the bike. It comes with a good big display console and a bell. What more could you ask?
Riding this bike, were there certain accessories that you would really want to have if you were using this on a daily basis?
I would definitely like a pair of panniers. I might want a basket or even a pet carrier on the back. I might take a telephone mount on the handlebars. It comes with almost everything you need.
So when you think about the customers who you work with in the store, who do you think is going to most enjoy trying this bike and maybe taking it home?
I think anybody who lives in the city would really love to have a bike that's safe, comfortable, that they can get from point A to point B, go on to somewhere else, go up to the top of Twin Peaks, watch the sun go down, and then come home again and feel perfectly comfortable and safe the whole time.
Sounds like a treat.
Yeah.
As Brett and I thought about kind of the decisions that we had to make about our lineup of bikes at the New Wheel, the Culture was just such an obvious fit. It's this new battery design, new frame design. It's an ultra kind of slick and sleek and beautiful urban bike that has this elegant utility. We think that it's a bike that's really worth coming in to try. And we actually have it at both of our stores in San Francisco and in Larkspur. So come on in and take a test ride.
I would definitely encourage everybody to come and ride this bike. You'll love it. And of course, you can wear whatever you want. You can wear a skirt.
Did you wear your skirt?
This is a new situation.
No,
they're wearing what you want.
No, which means, no, it's not about that. It's about it fits in your life elegantly, right? That like you don't have to make different decisions
Okay.
about how you're going to get dressed in the morning because you're taking your bike. You just...
Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.